Hello, Taurus. Welcome to another timeless general love reading. Please keep in mind it is general. It's not going to resonate with all of you. Don't forget to check your moon and rising signs to get a bigger, more well-rounded view of this timeline. It is timeless, so whenever you're drawn to the thumbnail picture, the title of the video, whatever it is that draws you in, that is when you need to see the messages. And it could be 6 months from when I upload it. Timing does not exist, okay? I want to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, subscribing. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up as it allows the video to circulate for others. Okay. We are headed into your reading. Ooh, Temperance. Two of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. Chariot. Do you realize here, Taurus, out of 4 cards, 3 are major arcana cards? You are not steering your ship right now. 5 of Swords. Okay, now this is the center of your reading. It also becomes part of your overall energy combined with the bottom of the deck. Magician. Whoa, the Empress. Death. Wow. You have 2 out of 9 cards that are minor arcana. Only 2. You are so very being divinely guided here that it isn't funny. Nothing in your world right now is going to be in your control, Taurus. It's all being taken care of for you. Now, the bottom of the deck and part of your overall energy is yet another major arcana card, the Sun. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen the Sun card in this deck. You are the first one to receive it in this deck. Wow. Okay, so let me just take a look at your cards, get a feel for the energy and any messages coming through. Okay, Taurus. There is a very strong energy here of struggle between head and heart. Now, it's going to be different for all of you, and you'll understand why when I start getting into the reading. But first of all, I want to make it clear what we're doing here. This is where you're at-ish, okay? Because time doesn't exist, but it's a starting point for the reading and the energies. This is where you're headed, okay? So this is Temperance. This is the Moon. It's where you're headed. Your overall energy on this journey from point A to point B is the 5 of Swords combined with the Sun. Now, the 5 of Swords is all about... Now, this is where it becomes a couple of different scenarios. This can be just you yourself in this conflict. It can be you and another person. Okay, so I'm going to start with you in this conflict on your own. If it is you with another person, then that's what I'm meaning, okay? Take it to be that way, whatever it is for you. I can't keep going back and forth. But the 5 of Swords is mental conflict or conflict about differing ideas, ways of doing things. Okay. In this deck, the Sun represents the male version or the masculine version of us. It's all about the ways of the masculine and how it can't, they and their ways can't be understood through feelings, because the masculine does not function from a place of emotion. Not that they don't feel emotion or that masculine doesn't feel emotion. It's just the masculine is more of a logical way of working through issues, whereas the feminine, being the moon in this deck represents the female mysteries, and they can't be understood through reason or intellect. So there's the conflict, right? It's either a conflict within you between the way you think as opposed to the way you feel. And so this is how I'm reading it, because this is how I feel it is, Taurus. You are making the shift from 3D to 5D, meaning that you're moving your state of consciousness into a higher place, being your intuitive ways of moving forward, as opposed to 3D being your ego mind, okay? And that's the fight. You're fighting between the ego and the intuitive. But for me, I feel like it's within you. This conflict is within you, because the Five of Swords is mental conflict. So some of you are being pulled in two directions within yourself. Others are being pulled in two directions between yourself and your twin, your soulmate, your lover, another person. But it's between masculine and feminine, okay? Now, you are trying to find, or need to find, the balance between masculine and feminine. It is opposing, because one is intellect and one is emotion. So it's all about you trying to find the balance between those two as you make this shift into 5D. And you are struggling with the Two of Swords here. That's uncertainty. You've never been here before. It's understandable, Taurus. None of us have. We are all making this shift from square one. And it is confusing, and it can feel and seem very kind of scary, because it's uncertainty. You've never done this. You've never been here. You're having trouble completing your forward movement because you don't have enough knowledge to make the decisions that you're being asked to make while making this shift, right? The wheel is all about change, and you are definitely going through major changes here, but it is for the better. The wheel is turning in your favor. You're being asked to move with that wheel, whether you have an understanding, a clear understanding of what's going on or where you're headed or not. Make the move, allow the change. Because what's going to happen with the Chariot being here, what's going to happen is it's going to allow you to create that ambition within you that allows you to unite reality with your desires. Once you make the shift into 5D, you will be manifesting everything you want. It's all about the willpower combined with your knowledge. When you get the knowledge and it turns it to action, or the ability to manifest, right? So being that you're in a place of uncertainty, try to gain the knowledge to move forward. Do some spiritual growing and expansion. Try to watch videos on YouTube. Those are free. Abraham Hicks. Those are really good videos for you to watch at this point. Dr. Joe Dispenza. More good videos. Mindvalley.com is a website where they teach nothing but this kind of thing, moving forward into a higher state of consciousness. Now, they have online courses. They also have webinars. Their webinars are free of charge. They last for an hour or a little bit more. Very helpful. in learning how to move forward, the easiest way to move forward. Also take a look at Hay House. That is all about videos, books, online courses, again, that you can purchase that will help you move forward. And their prices are good, really good. And they always have sales on. If you're anything like me, you can read a paragraph 5 times and still not know what the hell it is you just read. I do audiobooks. They have a ton of audiobooks that will help you to grow. And it's the spiritual knowledge that's going to help you enlighten yourself in this journey or on this journey, okay? Now the Empress down here, this is the new you. This again is the feminine version of you, but it's about creating a brand new way of being, feeling, moving forward in a way of love, peace, caring, giving. That's what it's all about. It all comes down to love. Empress. So it can represent male or female, but if you're a male, this is representing your feminine side. If you're female, same thing. It's representing your feminine side. There's going to be an ending. There needs to be an ending. The universe is going to create that ending to the old way of being and doing, Taurus. You are being asked to make this shift. Let go of the old 3D ways of being, the old ego way of living life and making decisions. No more conformity. When you make that shift into 5D, life is so simple. It's so easy. It is stress-free. The universe takes care of you. Your God, your soul, your inner being, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, you will be taken care of. 1,000-fold to the way you take care of others, the way you love others, the way you love the planet. That's what it's all about. Loving the planet, the people on the planet, the creatures on the planet, the plant life on the planet, yourself. Big time. Self-love is huge here at this point. The moon, again, it's all about the feminine side that cannot be understood through reason. This is all about emotion. This is all about the intellect. Combining, joining the two, finding that balance between the two. Now this could fully represent you and another person. Okay? Your loved one, your lover, your twin, your soulmate, whatever. And it's about finding the balance between the two of you. Between the intellect and the emotion. But Taurus, I feel like for most of you, this is about you making the shift and finding the balance within that is necessary to move into 5D fully. Because you need to let go of 3D to stay in 5D. And once you're in 5D, Taurus, you have twin flame union. But you have to be willing to let go of 3D completely, or your ego self. You are changing. Your whole world is about to change if it hasn't already started. You know, some of you, like I said earlier, are here. Some of you are back here. You haven't even reached this point yet. Others of you might be here on this journey. Others of you might be going through this ending before you can move into this place of emotion or balancing yourself through emotion and intellect. But with these two energies here, that's going to make it difficult. I want to get a Synchronicity Oracle card for Taurus, please, angels. You are well on your way, Taurus. You are getting on path here. You are making your way. It is difficult. Don't be hard on yourself. It's not so easy when you first make that shift. Oof, I found it extremely difficult, as did others. That's 4 cards. I only ever take 3 at most. Thank you, angels. Okay, Taurus. Yeah, no doubt. You're at a crossroads. You're needing to find the balance. This basically says the same thing. The 2 of Swords. You're at a stalemate here. You can't move forward. You can't move backward. You have to move in one direction or the other, and you're having trouble making that decision because you don't have enough knowledge to move forward. So like I said, take a little bit of time. Try to grow spiritually. Try to gain some knowledge about making the shift into the intuitive way of being. And like I said, now just ask Oracle for Taurus angels. The fact that we've got the sun and the moon here together, sorry guys. It's all about the light and the dark. I feel like you are in a tug of war between your belief system and your emotion. A belief is just simply a thought you keep thinking. So change what you're thinking and you'll change your belief system. It's as simple as that. So to do so, the old you needs to come to an end. And that is very much in the messages here. This will help too, for sure. Meditating daily. It only has to be 15 minutes a day. That's it. But while you're meditating, try to stop all thinking. Because what happens is if we start to think and we are in a resistance way of thinking, you're resistant to what's happening to you, and you are resisting, you wouldn't have these 2 cards, okay? When we resist, we shut ourselves off from our inner guidance system. We don't hear the messages. We don't hear the guidance coming through. You're in a place, like I said, you've only got 2 minor arcana cards. The rest of all of this is major arcana. So this is your inner being, your God, your higher self, your soul, trying to guide you. But when you're here, you're not going to hear it. And it makes life so easy. You will get an impulse or an inspiration to go somewhere or to do something. And like that, it's successful. It takes you someplace you want to go and have been maybe struggling to get there. It won't be a struggle if you're guided to do it. But take the steps you're guided to take. Okay? Those of you who would like to know what you should do, be, think, and or feel to move through this transition that you're going through quickly and easily and as pain-free as possible, click the link below. We'll ask your guides what you can do, be, think, and or feel to do so. Those of you that are going to the extended, I'll see you over there. Those of you who aren't, I love you guys. I'll see you next time.